Kahalo, Yabashim Yashai, Bashim Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone, and salutation to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is an article from the Telegraph. It's a proud Edomite man, the Admiral, says Admiral Sir Tony Radkin, hoping Putin is unwell or may be assassinating is wishful thinking. Yes, because it's not prophecy. Ezekiel says the king of Meshech and Tubal. Will Meshach and Tubal. I think that's one. Ezekiel 38. It's talking about Russia, yeah, and their regime. It says there, UK Chief of Defensive Staff asks if Putin could be toppled or face regime change. This cracker here, yeah, they're talking to this cracker, these devils, these Edomites, proud Edomites, yeah. And it says here, Britain's armed forces chief has dismissed speculation that Russian President Vladimir Putin is not well or could be assassinated as wishful thinking. Beautiful. The UK Chief of the Defence Staff, Admiral Sir Tony Radkin, was asked if President Putin, who launched an invasion on Ukraine in February, could be toppled or face regime change. But he told Sophia Rayworth of BBC on Sunday morning show, I think some of the comments that he is not well or talk about Putin or that actually surely somebody is going to assassinate him or take him out. I think they're wishful thinking. Goes on to say, as military professionals, we see a relatively stable regime in Russia. President Putin has been able to quash many opposition. We see a hierarchy that is invested in President Putin. And so nobody at the top has got the motivation to challenge President Putin, and that is bleak. Yep, it's bleak for you Edomites. You proud. What did it say about the Edomites? The American and the English Edomite, they're more stout. They're more stout than the rest of the Edomites. The British and the Americans are more stout than even the Russian Edomite. But the Russian Edomite is a bear. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about the Swedish, the Latvians, and the Polish. You know, these kind of Edomites. The Spanish, the French. The rest of them are more stout because what was America spawned out of? England. The mother and the father. Yeah. Here we go, and it says here. He said the challenge of Russia is going to endure potentially for decades in terms of Russia as a threat. The next Prime Minister should know that Russia is the biggest threat to the UK. Yep, because what do they say? The first place they're going to lick with their Sarmat SR-28 Sarmat SS Satan 2 is going to be England. Yep. He added, so the biggest threat is Russia. And that's Russia in all its guises when you look at its military. Its land forces are probably less of a threat in the short term because of that degradation, the depletion that we're seeing with their struggle in Ukraine. But Russia continues to be a nuclear power. That's what the Lord is going to use. Their missiles, and it says there, it's got cyber capabilities, it's got space capabilities, and it's got particular programs underwater so it can threaten the underwater cables that allow the world's information to transmit around the globe. So don't play, Putin. See him there? Yeah? Don't play with these Russians, man. They're not playing. Remember, it's Esau against Esau now. It's not another nation. Yeah, it's Edomite against Edomite. The Egyptian against the Egyptian. What did the Lord say? I'm going to feed them with their own flesh. Yeah? And he's doing it now. White on white crime. Blue-eyed, blonde-haired babies are fleeing. You know what I mean? And getting blown to smiths and all that. It's a beautiful time we're in. Watching the downfall of our enemies and that. It says, on what Britain's armed forces would look like if defence spending increased to 3% of GDP, gross domestic product, he said. I think they would be even more modern and they would have even more punch, and they would have even more impact around the world, and that is clearly a choice for government. Reflecting on the recent visit to Kiev, he said Ukraine's army absolutely believed it will win the war. He added, they plan to restore the whole of their territory in terms of Ukraine, and they see a Russian that is struggling, a Russia that we assess has lost more than 30% of its land combat effectiveness. What did Putin tell them? We ain't even started yet. Yeah, all this talk. Russia said we ain't even start. We ain't even hit you with the thermobaric. You know what I mean? We ain't even started yet. You know, laser technology. We ain't started yet. We're just giving you the hors d'oeuvres, man. You know what I mean? That's what he's saying. What that actually means is 50,000 Russian soldiers have been either died or been injured in this conflict. Nearly 1,700 Russian tanks destroyed. Nearly 4,000 armored fighting vehicles have vehicles that belong to Russia destroyed. The Russian forces especially struggle in terms of morale. Is a load of cobblers. Yeah, this is all propaganda to make it look like they're on the surge. They're on the no. Russia has been sitting in that country from day one. They flew to Kiev on day one. As soon as they went into there was helicopters flying over the capital of Ukraine. All right, so they're talking a load of cobblers as usual. You know. So I'm going to say Kal Halal, Yahbashim Yahushai, Bashim Kadash. Esau's going down. Double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone. And salutation to the Akim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Admiral, what's his name? Radkin can kiss my assakin. Shalom. I'm going to say Kwam Yasharallah and Wa Ababa. Destruction to Babylon, man. The dog and his dog woman. Shalom.